right now today, that time is up. There's no more giving you lies. You're not African. You're not black. You're not Jamaican. You're from the 12 tribes of Israel. And it's high time you wake out of sleep. Christianity is a damn drug. Christianity is a curse to our people.
This is reality. That's right. This is reality. We're going to show you why. You have destroyed yourself. So we're supposed to give a warning. We're not judging you, we're warning you.
Well, have we seen any change? Have we seen anything that has changed our people? Changed our neighborhood?
What's your nationality, if you don't mind me asking? Ephraim? So the so-called white man calls you Puerto Rican, but the Bible calls you Ephraim.
That's right.
Did you know that was in the Bible?
Right.
Did you know that? No? Okay. You wanna, if you mind, I'm gonna show you something real quick, all right? So let me ask you, how did you get on this side of the world? Do you know?
America?
Yes.
I'm sorry?
How? But how did you get here? By airplane? Okay, watch this, verse 68.
Bring it out.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Egypt means bondage, slavery, all right? Read.
With ships.
With ships. So how did you get on this side of the world? Watch this, 2 Ezra 13 and 40.
What's your name, sister? Say it again. What's your name? Xiomara. So according to the Bible, so-called Puerto Ricans are from the tribe of Ephraim, right? Let me ask you something, sister. Get 32, verse 32. 3 verse 32. What we out here doing is teaching our people who they are according to God. Because they call us black, they call us Hispanic, they call us Puerto Rican, they call us Mexican, they call us Spicks, they call us Redskins, but actually we are the children of God. Say that again, sister. We are the same. The people on this side, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we are the same people. And we're going to show you that in God's words. Watch this.
Bring it out.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 32.
What we're reading from is the Bible. It's the Holy Bible. The same Bible they read in Christian church, Jehovah's Witness, Baptist, Catholic, the same Bible. But for so long, they have not been teaching us properly. Because me and you, we in this book. Our nationality is in this book.
Right.
Our heritage is in this book.
Right.
Watch, read.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
So, hold that sign up, Brother Neil. Okay. All right, here you go, Luke. Hold that sign up. So God says a certain people on the earth, their sons and daughters, their little babies, was to be given to another people.
Right.
Who's this people on this sign? These are the so-called Indians, the so-called Tainos of Hispaniola and Puerto Rico, Mexico. Their sons and their daughters are given to another people. The conquistadors, the Spaniards, Christopher Columbus, Ponce de Leon, all that is Bible prophecy that happened to a certain people. Read it again.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
So God says that a certain people, their children, was going to be given to another people. They was going to be taken away out of their grasp and smashed against stones. Look at it. Come here, sister. Come closer. Come closer. Come closer. Look at this sign. Look at this sign. This is on the island of Hispaniola. The Spaniards took the babies, took your little babies and smashed them against the rocks.
Bring it out. Bring it out.
That's history. That's true facts that happened to us. Read that again.
Bring it out.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters.
Your sons and these are kids? God says your sons and your daughters
shall be given unto another people, and thy eyes shall look and bear with longing for them all the day long.
When the Spaniards and the conquistadors took our kids, we could do nothing but cry.
Right.
We could do nothing but look for them to come back, and they will never come back.
Right.
That did not happen to no other people but the people on this side. The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Proving to you that this Bible is talking about you. Read verse 41.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 41. Thou shalt beget sons and daughters.
God says, sister, you're going to have kids, you're going to have sons, and you're going to have daughters. Read.
But thou shalt not enjoy them.
God says you weren't going to be able to watch them grow up. You weren't going to be able to say mommy and daddy for the first time. You weren't going to be able to see that first step. What? Read.
For they shall go into captivity.
Sister, God says they're going to go into captivity. We're going to read out of a book, what is it called? The Devastation of the Indies. Hispaniola, Cuba, Puerto Rico, Mexico, South America, all the so-called Hispanic nations. We're going to read something about you. Read that. Watch this, sister. Watch this. Right, read.
This is the book, The Devastation of the Indies, page 77. They burnt the towns, captured the caciques, inflicted torture, enslaved many. They took away with them many captives and
God, hey, this is facts. This is what our oppressors did to us, sister. They took our kids, so they tortured them. They slayed them, throw them in the fire. Read.
They took away with them many captives and chains, loaded down with heavy burdens, launching them out on the roads, where many of them perished.
Many of them perished. Sister, let me ask you something. What's happening in Puerto Rico? Do you know what's going on? Put this on. You know what's going on in Puerto Rico, sister? Raped all the slaves, killed all the so-called Taino Indians. What's going on right now as we speak in Puerto Rico? You know? Poverty. We can't get jobs.
Right.
We don't own nothing. They say Puerto Rico is the 51st state, but they don't have the same abilities as the states here in America.
Right.
So it's a lie. It's a lie, and it's a reason why this is happening. Read verse 15. Watch this. It's a reason why the so-called Puerto Ricans is catching hell everywhere they go. In Puerto Rico, in America, in Asia, everywhere they go, they catching hell. Watch this.
Bring it out.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments.
Sister, it all stems down to keeping God's commandments.
Right.
It all stems down to pleasing the Heavenly Father.
That's right.
And because we didn't please him, God was going to curse us. What is a curse, sister? Is a curse good or bad? It's bad. It's nowhere a curse to be good. God says, I'm going to curse you for not keeping my commandments. We don't.
To observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day.
God says that if you don't keep my commandments, if you don't observe to do everything I say, read,
That all these curses, all these curses,
all these bad things, all these curses, rapes, robs, murderers, dashing your kids against the rocks, all these curses
shall come upon thee
shall come upon the so-called Puerto Ricans
and overtake thee.
and overtake you. That's why Puerto Rico wants to be a 51st state. Because they feel like the only way that we can succeed is giving in to our oppressors.
Right.
And that's to go with all the tribes, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Because we the same people. We are the same people. Give us 49. We are the same as that people. Watch this, sister.
Bring it out.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle.
What's the symbol of America, sister? The what? The eagle.
That's right.
Hold on, let's read that again, because some sisters and brothers think this Bible is a fairy tale. This is your history. You won't learn this in no school. That's how you know you chosen.
Right. Bring it out.
If I was a king and I've been told I was a servant all my life, it's a reason. Because I'm really supposed to be a king.
Right.
Sister, you are a princess of God.
That's right.
You are an Israelite from the tribe of Ephraim.
That's right.
You ain't no ordinary person. You are not an ordinary person. You are chosen.
Right.
You are chosen. Watch this. We don't.
The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle.
Sister, God says that a nation like the eagle. We got that song?
Yes, sir.
Hold that up real quick. Hold that up. Hold it up. No, we ain't got it. We ain't got it. We ain't got it. We got it. A nation, the conquistadors was the eagle. The Spaniards was the eagle. France was the eagle.
Right.
America is the eagle.
Right.
Get 1 Timothy 2. We gonna, sister, you an Israelite. You an Israelite according to the Bible.
Right.
So let me ask you, sister. Let me ask you, sister. Let me ask you. If you knew you was royalty, how would you conduct yourself? The same way. You're royalty. Because our sisters don't know how royalty they are according to God. They don't know. So that's why they conduct themselves accordingly. They say niggas are dogs, right?
Right.
That's the greatest slogan on the earth. Niggas are dogs. But sisters walking around looking like kibbles and bits.
Right.
Walking around looking like dog food.
Right.
But you royalty. Watch this.
1 Timothy.
This is a law, sister, that was given to us from God. This is a law, a commandment to the Israelites, which you are from the tribe of Ephraim.
That's right.
1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 9. In like manner also, that women, the Israelite women, read, adorn themselves. Sister, what does adorn mean? Do you know? Adorn. Say what? Okay. Adorn means to wear.
Right.
Sisters adorn themselves. Sisters wear. Sisters put on.
Teach.
Read it again.
1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 9. In like manner also, that women adorn themselves.
Israelite sisters must wear,
adorn themselves in modest apparel.
What is modesty, sister? What does modest mean? No. Modest, like your attire has to be modest. What does modest mean? The definition, I'm gonna tell you, because I love you. You're my sister. The definition of modesty is not bringing sexual attention to yourself by what you wear.
Right.
Now I'm gonna ask you, do you think you're bringing sexual attention to yourself by what you got on? Yeah. Your breasts are showing, your hips is out, your butt is out. Watch this, we're gonna read it again because this is the healing that our people need. Our people need God.
Right.
And the only way we can get to God is by following his commandments.
That's right.
That's the only way, sister. So take this medicine. It might taste bad,
Right.
but in the long run, it's gonna get your life.
That's
Read it
right.
again.
Bring it out.
1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 9. In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
Modest apparel is not bringing sexual attention to yourself. So I shouldn't be able to see anything that got to do with sex.
Right.
I shouldn't be able to see anything that's going to make me think about sex. Breast makes brothers think about sex.
Right.
Butt out makes brothers think about sex.
Right.
Hips of a woman makes brothers think about sex. Every
Right.
brother to see your JJ in your pants, it makes brothers think about sex.
Right. Teach
So
them.
read it again.
In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
So God says you must stop wearing things that's going to make brothers lust after you and start presenting yourself as royalty.
Right.
You will never see Queen Elizabeth wear a short skirt and her breasts is out. You'll never see that. You will never see that, sister. You'll never see anybody that's proclaiming to be royalty dressed like how we dressed.
Bring it out.
And God says we are the #1 royalty on the earth. We are the chosen people on the earth.
That's
But
right.
for some reason we don't know this. For some reason we won't act like it. So the prophets are back. Your brothers who love you, sister, gonna teach you what God requires of you.
That's
Get
right.
Deuteronomy 22:5. Yes, sir.
Bring it out.
All right, last scripture. Deuteronomy 22:5.
Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
Sis, what's a woman's garment? What's a woman's garment, sister? God says a man cannot wear a woman's garment. What is a woman's garment? Huh? A dress. What else? What else? Bras, panties, thongs, tights. How do you know the difference between a woman and a men's bathroom? What does the woman have on? What does the man have on? Pants. Read it again.
Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
Sister, if you see me, see, I'm a pretty big dude. You see my big brown behind in a dress. What would you be thinking? What would you think about me? Be real, sister. What would you be thinking about me? I'm crazy. Something wrong with that brother. You loco. Something is wrong with him. His big black behind is in a dress with a beard on. That's crazy as hell. Watch this though. Read it. Read from the top.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
If we're looking at men like that, why are we looking at sisters like that?
Right.
Because God says the same thing. Read on. Watch this.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
Just like you would look at me crazy if I was walking down my big black behind in a dress. God says the same thing. You should look at sisters with pants on.
That's right.
It's the same. It's crazy as hell. Read on.
Right.
For all that do so are abomination unto the Lord thy God.
It's an abomination. Why you got a zip on your pants? Think about it though. Just think about it. Just logically, just think about it. Why do you have a zipper on your pants? Huh? It's for men. Your son has a zipper because he has something to pull through that zipper.
Right.
Our sisters don't have nothing. Well, let me see. These days, some of them do. The truth is, they don't have none that they pulling out them pants. That lets you know them pants is not for you. Yeah, you don't know. You don't know. But you know the truth. You and God know the truth. If you a woman, God says don't wear that which pertains to a man.
Right.
If you a man, don't wear that which pertains to a woman.
Right.
These are the laws of God. This is how you please God.
Right.
What'd you say, officer? That's confusion.
Right.
Your daughter and son is looking at you like, hold on, mommy. You got on men's attire.
Right.
And a lot of times our sisters say that, and you know, they be in a relationship. What they say? I wear the pants, or you know, I go. I wear the pants in this relationship. What does that mean? I mean, I control this.
Right.
Because God says the man's supposed to be in front. Sisters say, I'm gonna put on these pants and I'm gonna be the man.
Right.
I'm gonna be a single woman, the man and the woman. God says, no, you can't do that. Can't do that, sister. Come on up, come on.
All right, so what's your name again? I'm so just do you understand what the officers were bringing out to you? All right, Deuteronomy 10 as well. So listen, he just read you one of the commandments when dress and modest apparel, correct? Now that you know you're Israel, there's a requirement from you. You have to keep God's commandments. You understand that? All right. So now let me ask you a question. Do you know your role as an Israelite woman? Do you know your role as an Israelite woman? Deuteronomy 10. Listen to this, Chris.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10 and verse 12. And now, Israel, what doeth the Lord thy God require of thee, but to fear the Lord?
How do you fear God? You fear God by keeping his commandments. So now we're gonna go through some roles of the woman. All right. So I don't know your age. Okay. Give me Titus 2. I don't know your age. All right. So but you got to keep God's commandments, and one of those commandments is put on a dress. All right, you understand that? So now watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Read.
It's the book of Titus, chapter 2 and verse 3. Aged women, likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers,
Not liars.
not given to much wine,
Not a drunkard.
teachers teachers of good things.
Sister, what are those teachers of good things? Zapata, right? You said Zapata? What are those teachers of good things? Watch, keep reading.
That they may teach the younger women to be sober.
So now, this is your daughter, correct? So now, you got to keep commandments. You got to teach your daughters, your sons, good things. Now, we're going to go over some of these good things, Deuteronomy 6:1. These are some of the good things that you must teach your children. You understand? And the Bible tells you that. As an Israelite woman, that's something that's required of you. All right? Read.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6 and verse 1. Now these are the commandments, the statutes, and the judgments which the Lord thy God commanded to teach you, that ye may do them in the land whither you go to possess it.
So this is the land where you...
Hey, sister, let me ask you. You believe in Jesus Christ? You believe in Jesus? You love Jesus? Get 1 John 2:6. Get 1 John 2:6. No, sister. Watch this. Watch this though. Watch this though. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. 1 John 2:6. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Watch this. 10 minutes.
It's the book of 1 John, chapter 2 and verse 6.
Sister, watch this, sister. This knowledge that you get is better than anything.
Right.
It's better than any bus. It's better than any destination you gotta go. Watch this.
Bring it out.
He that saith he abideth in him ought himself also to walk even as he walked.
God says that if you say you love Jesus, you say you know Jesus, you gotta walk like he walks, sister. So just before you leave, just know you're an Israelite from the tribe of Ephraim. You're not Puerto Rican. You're not Hispanic. You're not a Spec. You're not a normal person. You God's chosen people. And your kids, they are God's chosen people too. Huh? Your son, right. Your son is a king. Your daughter is a princess of God. You are a princess of God, sister. You got to teach them accordingly. But it starts with you. It starts with you, sister. You got to walk like Christ walked, all right? So just to recap, you're from the tribe of Ephraim. Are you supposed to be wearing a pants, sister? What you supposed to be wearing? Huh? A dress. Are you supposed to have your breast showing, sister? You got to cover that up. You got to cover that up. Because your daughter, she's going to be, go get that as the mother. When your daughter gets older, she's going to resemble who you are. She's going to resemble what she saw when she was little. So if you dress like that, she's going to be okay with dressing like that. You understand? Is pedophiles out there looking at your daughter? You understand that? Is people out there looking to rape you? You understand that? It starts with you. No, that's fine. It starts with you. You can listen as you walk. That's fine. But it starts with you. Read.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 16 and verse 44.
Listen as you walk, sister. Listen as you walk. Just don't get hit by a car. Read.
Behold, every one that useth proverbs shall use this proverb again against thee, saying, as is the mother, so is her daughter.
And so is the daughter.
Right.
So sister, as you walk, just know you must repent. Keep God's commandments.
Right.
First of all, do you know who Jesus is? Let me ask you something. Hold that sign up. Hold that sign up. Hold this one up. Who is that? Who is this right there? Who is that? Do you know? The world says that's Jesus. You know, the word Catholic, all the religions say that's Jesus. Jesus Christos, they say is Blanco. But no, Jesus Christos is Negro.
That's
Jesus
right.
was a black man. You know that? You ever heard Jesus was a black man? Let's read out the Bible. Let's read out the Bible. Watch this, sister.
Read it out.
Watch this. Hey, sister, this is the greatest knowledge. Your kids gonna know that their Savior looks like them.
That's right.
Their Savior don't look like the people that's killing them. The people that got them in captivity in Puerto Rico. They gonna know that Jesus Christos is Negro.
That's right.
No Blanco. Watch this. Read.
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 1 and verse 14.
Listen good. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Listen as you walk, sister. Read.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
The Bible says that Jesus Christ had white, woolly hair.
That's right.
Sister, you have woolly hair. Your kids has woolly hair. The so-called white man does not have woolly hair.
Bring it out.
That's strike one. Read.
As as white as snow, and his eyes were as the flames of fire, and his feet like unto fine brass.
The Bible says that Jesus Christ had brass feet, and the wingtip of brown. Jesus Christos es negro.
That's right.
No blanco. Read.
And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burnt in a furnace.
So who is this? Hold it up. Hold it up. Let me see the sign, man. Who is this? Who is this?
Right.
This is not Jesus the Christ.
That's right.
This is not the true Messiah.
Right.
This is a lie. This was taught to us in slavery. The conquistadors, the Spaniards, the Europeans taught us this lie.
Right.
Jesus Christ is a so-called black man from the tribe of Judah.
That's right.
That's who he is. Here you go. Read that last part again.
And his feet like unto brass, as if they burnt in a furnace.
Jesus Christos es negro. Jesus Christos is no blanco.
That's right.
He's a black man according to the Bible.
That's
And it's our time to wake up out of sleep. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. This Bible is your book.
Right.
Christ only came for you.
Right.
It's time to wake up.
Shalom, Israel. I'm Elder Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. YouTube likes to shut our channels down, as some of you have noticed, ever so often. Subscribing to join IUIC will assure you will always stay connected to our YouTube accounts. We want to do our best to make sure this truth gets out. Please click and join our subscriber YouTube channel called Join IUIC to stay linked to all of our videos. So again, please make sure you subscribe to this Join IUIC channel to get your latest updates from all our YouTube channels. Shalom.